Hi guys, today we're going to do a short lesson on regional characteristics. We have been going over the regions of the United States, but we also need to look and see, okay, what are some things that make these regions different? How can I tell them apart, okay? So, quick discussion. I want you to think right now. Think about where you live. Do you live in Pataskala? Do you live in Blacklick, okay? How would you describe our local area here? What is it like? What are the houses like? What is the land like? Do we have a lot of businesses? Do we have a lot of people? Is it growing? Okay, what kinds of businesses do we see? Write down a couple characteristics of Pataskala or Blacklick, okay? And think, is our area more rural, which would mean like country, okay? Or is it more urban, city? Or is it somewhere in between? And I want you to tell me why, okay? There are different things that are going to set regions apart. So I want you guys to get out a notebook and I want you to take notes on the definitions of these things that we use to tell different regions apart. So first we have human characteristics. This is going to be any part of a place that relates to how humans have interacted with the area, okay? So we all don't live in woods, okay? We have built things. We have built industries and businesses. We've built schools even, okay? Those are human characteristics. Think about houses and neighborhoods, how we have those popping up all around us. Think about stores and businesses. Think about roads and bridges and schools, okay? How have we interacted with our environment around us, okay? Next, we have population. That is the number of people living in an area. This definitely affects an area. So think of Pataskala. When I was a kid, I grew up in Pataskala. It was much, much smaller than what it is now, and we continue to grow. How is that affecting us, okay? How is that affecting what we have around us and what is happening, all right? Demographer is somebody who studies the changes in human populations over time. So they really look at the science of increases and decreases in population and how people move and the patterns of movement. Go ahead and pause this slide and write down the definition of both population and demographers. Next, we have culture. This is probably the most fun thing to talk about, guys. This is going to be any kind of shared pattern or learned behavior that is passed from generation to generation. It's going to be traditions that we share or ways of life that we share, okay? We look at regions because of the culture. I think of the southwestern region of the United States. It's very heavily influenced by Mexico. Okay, it has a lot of Hispanic traditions and culture because it's so close to Mexico. That's very different from the Northeast region or even our Midwest region. Some cultural things that we will look at are language, ethnicity, religion, art, music, education, traditions. You can also look at holidays, food, okay, dress and like what people wear. These are all kind of the fun parts of culture. Go ahead and pause this and take notes on culture. You need the definition and some different traits examples. Next, we have economic activities. A place can really be defined by how people are earning a living in that specific place, okay? So think about in the Southeast region, there's a lot of cotton plantations, okay? That is the cotton belt. They earn a lot of money from cotton. And we have the dairy belt in the Northeast and the corn belt that we talked about in the Midwest. Right here in Ohio, we are very known for farming corn. We're very known for farming soybeans. We have the right soil and things, okay? So how do people earn a living in specific areas? We also have a lot of different industries like the steel industry, the iron industry, okay? So what other economic activities do we have in Pataskala and Columbus that is different from all over the world, okay? Next, we have political activities, okay? This is how people promote the changes of power. So it's government, guys. It's authority. Who's in charge, all right? Right now, we are really in the thick of this because we're seeing a lot of campaigning and we're seeing rallies where we're seeing people register to vote and making campaign speeches, okay? I mean, we can't watch anything without hearing a campaign commercial. I will tell you next week we are going to be looking into into the election more closely, okay? But political activities all have to do with government and people running for office. You will have a duty when you turn 18 to vote for those who are going to go into office, okay? So it's our civic responsibilities. All right, that's it. You guys can go ahead and do your show it. It should be pretty short and simple. However, bonus points for today. Connor E in third period and Ellie F in sixth period, please shoot me an email and just say, hey, I saw this, and your entire class will get bonus points. If you guys have any questions, please let me know.